Welcome to your magical moon message for the moon in Cancer and the sun in Pisces. We are feeling our divinity. A transit like this provides emotional contemplation at some of the highest divine level in order to flesh out a truly sincere understanding of why you're experiencing everything you're experiencing. I always say when the moon is in Cancer, the gaslighters come out. And so right off the bat, don't allow manipulative ne'er-do-wells and nitwits give you the impression that you're holding on to anything that you have every right to stand up for, and that you need to release and let go topics or things that are uneasy to them. It's gross insensitivity masquerading as some pseudo-intellectual advice that you never even asked for. You know it's bullshit if it's unsolicited. So right off the bat, be very, 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 very mindful of the tendency and notion around, especially this period, for individuals in collective or social influences to completely dismiss the importance of what you say, of what you bring up. Okay? With this Neptunian energy, you're dealing with unseen forces and concepts that get off on making you believe they're not really there, or pretending they're not really there while still existing. So many of you might be standing on your own corner, expressing your own unique message, dealing with people coming to you, pouring water on your corner. All right, you're not going to other people's specialized corner. I'm gonna use the corner as an example. They're coming to you, pouring water on you, and when you speak up against that and put measures to put boundaries against that, you're now told, oh, let it go, it's not that serious, you're giving too much attention to stuff, when this is just a psychologically manipulative gaslighting that can only continue should you allow it to continue. Don't let being outnumbered or the unpopular voice stop you from standing up for what's important. This is the most important thing, because the deception, Pisces is a dope vibration. It's actually one of the greatest. The dark side of Pisces is now, with a lack of divinity and sincerity, usurping and juxtaposing these false presuppositions and realities to purely deceive people. And this is where, once again, if you allow this to happen, it'll happen in great spades. It's definitely going to reveal the nature of the character of those who act like they're real, but don't keep it real when it comes to real facets you deal with, and vice versa. So really feel what needs to be felt, but don't hesitate to call out any bogusness that you experience and any lack of sincerity that you accordingly feel. This is super, super, super important before I even get into the message, because a lot of your piecing of events moving forward is totally dependent on how you perceive events that have already happened. Certain events that have already happened, you know in your heart happened a certain way, but you're going to be dealing with individuals or people who make you or ridicule you for actually incorporating the truth into an interpretation of past events. The split is becoming more noticeable, where you're going to have people rest on false narratives and, of course, actually attack you for not getting with the program. You are under no responsibility or obligation to sip the Kool-Aid if you don't want to sip the Kool-Aid. And if individuals are going to play these fallacious games, you have every right to tell these people to suck your shaft. Women, ladies, it's very paramount. You tell people to suck your dick. Trust me, it just hits better when you say it. And like, the dark, sinister side of Pisces, all right, which makes other Pisces look bad, is engaging in pity, all right, making you out to, guilt tripping you, appealing to pity and appealing to a sense of, oh, come on, why do you have to do this? We all just want to have a calm and peaceful time. Why do you always have to bring this up? Blah, blah, blah. That's a false presupposition, okay? As if there's a huge elephant in the room that hasn't necessarily been dealt with. This could apply to any experience in your life. You must not back down. You're not here to be cool. You're not here to accommodate to cowards who wish to just stay deceptive and not get to the root of what the truth is. Be very, very, very careful about people like that. If someone is truly cool with you, if someone is truly a friend, then at moments of conflict is not when it's like, okay, let's just put it behind us and you sweep shit under the rug. Someone who was willing to sweep important shit under the rug that is chaotic or important to talk about is not a friend. That's either a frenemy or a useless acquaintance. Because friends and loved ones are supposed to stick with you when the time gets tough. They're supposed to be able to go into these deep conversations without ridiculing you, dismissing you, belittling you, because what you say makes them uncomfortable. And this is continuing to be revealed. So I have to bring this up because in a peaceful period, with the illusion of peace like this is where more narratives and more lies could be swept under the rug subconsciously influence you to eat all that shit up. And you'll know you're eating that shit up if you have an unpopular opinion inside you want to express, but you're outnumbered and you feel like, you know what I'm saying, oh, you don't want to offend anybody. First of all, you're not offending someone for being true to you and telling the truth. Okay, I feel this energy heavy. So be very mindful, y'all. Don't let anybody play you. And, you know, though you may fight alone, absolute victory is yours. That prophecy is still the truth. I know some of you were thinking that victory meant somebody was going to win the elections, even though the electoral process is a process that has nothing to do with you outside of what you do in this system. Okay? Like, you know, other than that, you're still you still have a spirit, you have a soul. If you want to attach yourself to what government rulers representing generations older than you do, that's you, but you're giving your power away. You know, that doesn't mean that we can't take part of this. But you know, just keep in mind, don't attach so much to this. It's just when you're relaying facts and truth about these events or about stuff related to or outside of them, don't back down. We are feeling true divinity. The moon is going to go trine Neptune. And this is where, you know, a lot of people may feel indignant or cool or like they're saying something when they take flaws of your character and use that against you, when that's just an expression of literal evil and that's just an expression of their character. Anyone who had any integrity is not going to use that against you. They're going to build you up. They're not going to break you down. And we've normalized that in this culture to where we think that's cool. And so a day like today is going to reveal who's who, because a lot of people are delusional still. They don't realize they're expressing facets of their character that they necessarily, if they knew what it really looks like, wouldn't be doing. This is the effect of Neptune, having people unconscious to facets of themselves that they wouldn't necessarily reveal if they knew exactly what they're doing. And so don't fall for that smoke. The moon that's going to be trining Neptune is going to reveal intuitively so much deep insight that you're going to understand the special nature of your power and the sincerity of your character and the divine element of this. Okay, it's actually going to be quite interesting. The square to Chiron and Aries is going to have you confront ego issues so that you can understand more that most of what you're worried about or feel about yourself isn't based in truth. It's based on societal expectation, which you can shove up someone's ass. You have no obligation to fulfill societal expectation. Societal expectation is not real. Societal expectation is not real. It's a concept. You're real. The air you breathe is real. The unique experiences that you experience are true. All that other shit is literally other shit. So I really have to say this like this because in a very, you know, impressionable and influenceable period and season anyone really can just believe anything because they're peer pressured to. So don't fall for that bullshit and be willing to stand up more than ever for what you believe in. Let that flesh in how sincere your character is. And other than that, you're going to gain the deepest insight so far on why and how to utilize newly fleshed out supernatural abilities. So the vibration is holy divinity, where you're feeling deep inside the expression of these supernatural abilities and how you incorporate the divine into how you personally feel and subsequently share that with other people. Make well with any realizations that will be unconventional to traditional and conventional norm. If it rubs other people the wrong way, tell them to suck your dick. This is not a compromising energy. This is not a peacemaking ass energy. Listen, a lot of people think I'm a peacemaker. I am not the peacemaker. I am not the peacemaking ass nigga. I am the peace dealer. Okay? Peace comes after death. And I help deal that for people so that any unclarity could be killed. All that shit about, oh, if he's a peacemaker, he wouldn't like conflict. And it's like, you clearly don't know what I do. Other than that, y'all stay blessed as always. Really feel into the divinity that you came into this reality and existence with, and get ready to shock people with it. Until next time.